It's upholstery night with Mom. The hyperlapse will start now. What are we doing?
Well, we made a pattern for the visor by tracing it on tracing paper, the shape of the visor, allowing 1/4 inch seam allowance.
To roll up over the top.
On each side, to roll up over the top when we sew it.
Okay.
And we're going to cut out 4 of those right now.
Cool.
And I use Scotch tape on this rather than pins, and I'm going to use a razor.
Slicey wheel.
Slicey wheel.
Craft tools of doom.
A craft tools of doom that we're going to cut around the thing.
And would you want to leave any extra on the edge of it, or just cut it straight to the edge of the pattern?
I might leave a little extra.
Okay.
Depends on how good I am at that. These wheels are really cool. They'll cut through anything.
Cool.
They also will cut through your hand. So you need to be careful.
Nah. Oh yeah, that doesn't look dangerous at all.
Yeah.
All right, hyperlapse, go. Quarter inch was not enough. So after cutting, we flopped it down over here on top of and lined it up so that the top edge lines up with the top, and the bottom edge, it almost lines up, but it's not long enough for us to then sew it. So this would be fine if we were gluing it and just gluing the seam, but we're not. I'm stitching it because I'm fancy and I want to be bougie and dumb. So we got to do more patterns and leave 1/2 inch. Yay. All right. The headrests have been headrested. These aren't even headrests, these are sun visors. The sun visors have been covered. Yeah. So, what's left is for us to hand stitch the top part and to deal with this. I was watching a YouTuber named cechaflo. Chessa? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go look at the spelling of it because I can't remember it. But very, very adorable old man who does upholstery stuff and is very, very informative and wonderful. Highly recommend you check his channel out. I will link it in the description below, over there. I think it goes over there. It goes over there, right? Down there? Yeah, down there. He does a thing on how to do it with leather. Now this is a little bit different because it's not as stretchy as leather, so I am not able to get away with as much tolerance sloppiness as he is. He's also a professional, and this is my first time doing it. So yeah, but these are covered. We're gonna stitch up this last bit. Mom had me flip this last seam under and stitch under, black on the outside, gray on the inside. And then we're gonna use those to pull this over and stitch that to it so that the seam is hidden and it doesn't look funky. So that's gonna be awesome. And then once that's done, we'll start doing the cards for the doors. And the door cards should go pretty easy because that's not a lot of sewing, that's just a lot of gluing. So we'll see how it goes.
You can pin right through the fabric that it's under. You can go right into this foam here. That'll help hold it really tight.
Okay.
You're gonna pull as tight as you possibly can because that's gonna take up any of the slack in here. You're gonna pull it as tight as you possibly can with the finished seam that we made showing on the top and the raw edge on the bottom.
Okay.
And we're just gonna pin that all the way down the side here.
What are you suggesting for this divot?
I'm going to cut that when I get to it. I'm going to cut it to fit and tuck it all underneath this way and all underneath this way and sew it around just like I'm going to do the top. But I will do it around here. And then we're going to hand stitch this down just like the guy in the video showed.
Yeah.
Does that video make me look tall and thin?
Yes.
You're lying.
And it makes you look 30 years younger.
I'm sure I do. And you might not want to film this whole thing because this is going to take a while.
No, I'm just gonna film like the whole sequence of us pinning it and
Sewing a little bit.
Yeah, it's just the instructional bit at the beginning. Because dealing with these extra special bits is what I'm really concerned
clip
with.
this with the scissors here.
Yep.
In here on an angle.
So cut it at like a 45?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then I'm going to tuck this down under. And this one's going to be tucked under it, around the pole. And then down here. And then these two will be folded over, just like the top is.
Okay.
Okay, we just have to deal with this pole that's sticking out of here.
Yeah.
You know, we just have to deal with it.
Yeah, because unfortunately the leather he was using could be glued in some spots, and I could kind of do that.
We can glue it, but
yeah. I don't want to. I'm worried the glue would soak through and show in the fabric.
It probably will.
I don't want that.
Okay.
So let's sew it as best as we can.
Yeah.
This doesn't get tricky too. This little
Oh,
over here.
that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. That I'm not really concerned about, the corner over here. But when we get to this part here, we're going to cut it and make it fit this round thing.
Yeah.
So I'm only going to sew from here to here right now.
Okay.
And close the top.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to trim this at the 45-degree angles, tuck everything under, like that, all tucked under.
Yep.
And then I'm going to stitch it to itself again, like it is up here.
Okay. Cool.
That's what's going to happen. Okay.
What stitch are we going to use? What kind of?
I usually do a well, there's a couple you can do. You can do a feather stitch, which is where you have it makes like a little X. But and that's very strong. But nobody's gonna be really messing with this. It's actually on there.
Yeah.
So we can just do a blind stitch under this edge here.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And overcast it, and then the stitch will pretty much disappear.
Cool. Cool.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Perfect.
We're just gonna do a blind stitch down there.
All right.
All right. Let's get some
Time skip. Go. Well, looks pretty good so far. We gotta figure out this bit because we didn't follow the instructions of the video I watched. The dude was using leather, so he did it a different way. So we're gonna do it a different way, and you know, we'll figure it out.
Look at mine.
Definitely don't look at that. I definitely did not
Look at mine.
do that. But yeah.
Show the backside.
Don't show the other side? Yeah. Oh, come on. Can I?
It's gotta go. I cut it too low, and I gotta patch it.
Ay-ya! Yeah, so we're gonna figure this out. We'll get this all patched up, and then we'll get the mirror spots cut in, and then get them up in the car. They look really good, so I'm quite happy with them. Seams all turned out nice and straight-ish. Corners aren't too destroyed. Any corner that is destroyed, feel free to blame on me and my lovely stitch work, as I like to pretend that it's called. Focus, focus, focus on the horrible stitching. There it is. Look at all that. But other than that, the seams are pretty straight. Gotta get that done, and then we're all set. So, sewing day finished. Well, sewing day part 1. Yeah, then we'll do the panels and all the stuff later.